I feel great, really awesome. One of my fears is not feeling enough and everything. And Julian indeed made me understand that it's all a lie. Actually, Julian challenged me to say like maybe that's just a limiting belief. You can have this super girl if she's your super girl. You can have her today, like Julian. That can really guide you into a much better life and finally maybe exit the place where you believe you are and you're not happy and go to the place where you are really happy and be there possibly for the rest of your life. With his guidance, I really recommend you, like totally recommend you for me.
Julian Sommer here. Here we have a client of mine, Axel. Axel went through a breakup. Since he had some limitation in his mind and also the feeling that he's not good enough. In a couple of lessons, we solved that, and now see by yourself.
My name is Axel Mav, and I'm a coach as well. And I'm 34, doing different things, like dating style mostly, but also some other things like life, business, etc., etc. And Julian is a good friend of mine that we met like more than a year ago in Berlin, because he's actually from there. Recently, I broke up, now it's 6-7 months ago. I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, which I thought that wouldn't affect me at all. Instead, it was my decision, but still, fun enough, it brought me in a very, with a lot of anger and stuff, and not really feeling very happy about it, like feeling maybe guilty that I mess up something, or maybe I shouldn't have done that, wrong decision or something. So I was just talking with Julian, and he told me about his mental sessions, and I decided to do it with him. This is actually great. I really loved it. Julian is super great at guiding you in having, good ideas on how to change and challenge your perceptions and your ideas, especially limiting beliefs. You can have a lot of limiting beliefs, and instead he tells you, slowly with different questions, etc., like how to handle that. I never had the problem of thinking I would get a super girls, because I'm just tired of having, just normal girls. So I want to have like really super girl. But what was a super girl is a girl that I really want, with all the features that I really want. So for me, the number one thing was like, I know that we'll get this girl. I'm sure 100%. I'm also a dating coach, so I know that I will get her. But just like, my limiting belief was like, well, I will get her one day when after I'm going to be a certain age, after I will leave a certain experience, etc., etc., etc. One day I will have this girl, will find this girl, and then whatever, build a life with her. And actually, Julian challenged me to say like maybe that's just a limiting belief. You can have this super girl if she's your super girl. You can have her today. You don't have to wait for 5 years or 10 and be single all this time and like one day you find this girl. No, it's like you can have her today, because if she's your super girl, she will accept all your lifestyle and everything, and she will accompany you, actually make your life much better and reach your goals much faster and everything. So that's amazing. And the second thing definitely was like to feel enough, like we all think we feel enough, and then eventually maybe I don't feel enough, whatever. You question yourself. Then for me, it's pretty clear that one of my fears is not feeling enough and everything. And Julian indeed made me understand that it's all a lie, because you feel like, oh, maybe I don't feel enough because of this, because of that, like in all these kind of things, business, friends, family, even girls, like health, everything. You feel like maybe I'm not enough because I could be better, but I am not yet. I could be better, but I'm not yet. And indeed, that's a bullshit, probably, because you actually are enough. If you think about it, and he challenged you and tell you like, these are limiting beliefs. You actually are enough. Look at your life, etc. And then you think about it, and you realize indeed that he is right and you are wrong. And you're wrong to think about yourself that you're not enough, but actually you have a crazy, massive, amazing things that is happening in your life, people, friends, girls, family, etc. And then it's really great realization. With his guidance, I really recommend you, like totally recommend you for me. I feel great, really awesome. We did a session like just before we finished, and I tell you, I feel way greater than before, because before I was, like still thinking a lot about, understanding that the realization is true. Like you probably don't miss much your ex-girlfriend or something like that, but you miss like moments, or you maybe are in love with the fact of before, the comfort and other stuff. And you have realizations like with this guidance that actually all this is it's not true. And so then you start to understand that actually I feel great. I feel great right now. So amazing. Thank you very much. You probably feel like, honestly, I always feel great, right? But sometimes those moments where I don't feel great and it feels like the whole world is like kind of collapsing on you. And then you don't feel that great anymore. And you feel like you start to have a lot of doubts and a lot of fears and a lot of, really like you start to question everything. Or will I get it? Will I get there? Will I feel like great again or something? And it's not like that. These are all like mental illusions that you create for yourself because of society, because of things, because maybe just like a bad moment, and which is fine also to accept the bad moment, because then you can appreciate that amazing moment, right? If you have the contrast, that you can appreciate the amazingness, right? So yeah, I really tell you that whatever you are thinking, whatever your mental things, like limiting belief, etc., excuse that you give yourself, everything is fake, everything is a lie, you just believe it's there, but it's not. And well, I strongly recommend you to work with coaches and people who can really guide you, like Julian, that can really guide you into a much better life, and finally maybe exit the place where you believe you are and you're not happy, and go to the place where you are really happy and be there possibly for the rest of your life. Happy.